I thought we were better last week. Obviously, we've had a lot of change in our program. Change isn't great in February, but you'd rather do change in February than in March. So getting time to get adjusted to who we have on our roster. Ins and out this time of the year is not very much fun, but we're getting used to it, and some guys are having to change their roles, and it's an opportunity for some guys to really do some things that they want to do, and I'm excited for them to see them expand their roles and cement themselves, hopefully, in SFA history.
Yeah, you mentioned that new guy or guys maybe new roles. We've seen Latrell kind of be at the point. You mentioned it yesterday in your talk with Buckets, a little bit more physical with his drive opportunities when it comes to the layup or into the paint. We've been seeing that a little bit more. A couple guys coming back. Just talk about where you guys are at, kind of at this Tuesday point of the week.
Yeah, we've really been challenged. We've been hit with, I hate to use this word, it's almost taboo. We've really been hit with COVID within our program. We've probably had about 5 to 8 people, coaches and players, and mostly players, but hit with COVID, and the training staff's done a good job, and doctors of trying to keep it from spreading throughout. And so some guys have been in and out and getting guys back as they come off of it, and so it hasn't spread throughout our team, but it's today was we had everybody at practice today that are still eligible to play, non-physical injury related, which is the first time in about 3 weeks. So that was good to see, and so introducing some of our players into what we've kind of changed a little bit offensively since Latrell's taken over the point. Kind of slower paced a little bit, trying to get everybody up to date, and the adjustments we've made as we've lost, our 2 preseason all WAC guys, and to make us big push down the stretch.
So before we talk about everything happening this week, we'll centralize on Thursday for a second. Home game against UTRGV. Last time you faced them, it kind of came down to the final stretch where you had Frank go on kind of an insane run kind of by himself in that final 2 minutes. What is UTRGV bringing to the Coliseum?
Well, they're a little bit like us. They've lost 2 of their leading scorers. They're banged up and injured like us, so it's the battle of who's the attrition, so to speak. And they were up 17 on Tarleton about a week ago, 10 days ago, and Tarleton roared back and won that game. And I think it's important to get off to a good start against them. They did a good job on the glass against us. We got a bunch of offensive rebounds. They did. We've got to limit those. Our Achilles heel has really been defending the three-point line the last few games, and we've really emphasized that defensively, limiting three-point shots, because I think that's been a killer for us on the defensive end in these last couple of ball games, and the CBU game, obviously, and then the Tarleton game, where it's really just we've done a really good job everywhere else except defending that. We've got to clean that up for us to be efficient defensively like we want to.
And a special opportunity for students at halftime. I'm literally reading word for word the event description. Major leaguer and East Texas guy Brandon Belt is giving 5 lucky students a chance to drain a half-court shot for $5,000 each. Just talk about, I know Brandon Belt did this a little bit last year. Nobody was able to fully cash in, sadly, but this is an insane opportunity for students to come and get to some little cash in their pocket.
We appreciate what Brandon Belt's doing for our student body and investing in the community and investing in Stephen F. Austin's students. And so I know he would too, we'd love to give some money away to our SFA students. It'd be great to either go in your pocketbook or paying for your student fees or whatever the case may be, or buy a car or pay down on a car or whatever the case may be for you. But $5,000's a pretty good lick for making a half-court shot. Our guys were out there today. They're not included in this halftime extravaganza, but they were just popping those half-court shots today, and so it can easily be done. I hope everybody's over at the rec center today practicing their half-court shots.
And then Saturday, you also mentioned this with Buckets, an unofficial promotion for SFA men's basketball.
Yes.
White out. Your home game going back to the Metroplex. Talk about heading over to UTA, what their program is. I know last time when you hosted them, kind of a really good game for the Lumberjacks.
Yeah, we played great.
Yeah, but talk about Saturday as well.
Yeah, it won't be the same. I'd love for it to say we're going to get the same result next time we play UTA. They had some guys out last time we played them. Our roster's different than the last time we played them, and vice versa. But it's a whiteout in Arlington for our alumni and for our team. We're excited to go back. I'm excited to go back and play in front of my friends and family back in the Metroplex over in Arlington. I'd love for all of our alumni associations doing a big party over there, and it's the second largest or the largest alumni grouping that we have, and we'd love for all the Lumberjacks to show up and support our team and support your team at Arlington on Saturday at 2 o'clock. And obviously we have business to take care of on Thursday, but help us build momentum as we move towards March and move to the ultimate goal in White Vegas.
One of the last few chances to catch SFA in Nacogdoches this season starts this Thursday, 6:30 against UTRGV, then UTA at 2 p.m. in Arlington. Coach, thanks for the time.
Thanks, Hunter. Axon.